My name is John Jenkins. I was born on the 16th of November 1919 and I joined the army in 1940 and I was called up on August the 15th, 1940. It was dusk when we went. I can always remember because on the end of the quay was a lone piper playing the bagpipes, which has always stuck in my memory as the landing craft were going out. And I thought to myself, well, we're going round the Isle of Wight, my home's just over there, can I swim? But no, well anyway, that morning we landed on what I found out later was called Gold Beach. Scared to bloody death. Anyone who tells me they weren't, you know, they're telling lies. Of course you were scared. The very thing that you're in a war area, you were scared. As a soldier, you only know what's going on not all that far from you. You don't know the big picture, but you're all together in it, and so you became comrades, and that was it. That was the biggest thing of all, comradeship, and there was plenty of that. I was locked up in a camp up in Essex, near Tilbury I think it was, Orsett, a place called Orsett. And this camp was pretty free for all, but then I heard that there was a gap in the fence and that one or two people had slipped home. And I was so anxious to see my wife because I knew what was going to happen, especially as they'd issued us with French money, French script, and I knew we were going to France, so I slipped out of the camp. I got a bus to Waterloo Station where I was told by the other blokes, don't you go mate, you're going to Portsmouth to be absolutely alive with red caps. When I did get home, my wife was out. So they said, she's gone down to Southsea. So I went down to Southsea seafront where they had a little bit of the beach open, and there she was. And I had a little girl, my little daughter was there, she was only a few weeks old, but she had a bottle of milk there which I greedily drank, said goodbye and went back. And I didn't get caught, so if anyone's hearing now and thinking court-martialing me, too late. There was a lot of rain came down at one time and we were really bogged down with rain. And there was a little farmhouse and there were some empty pigsties, and this was absolutely just what we wanted. So I think it was about a dozen of us got into the pigsties and we slept there that night in pigsties. I think the pigs had all been eaten by the Germans, but it was in the dry. And I can remember that night very well because we had a rum ration. I can remember a Sherman tank not far away letting off all its ammunition up in the air. And we wondered what was going on, and then it came through that the war was over, you know. It was like kind of a shock in one way, but a relief in another. I don't think British soldiers showed too much emotion about hugging each other, but we all shook hands, and all you were thinking about then was home. Home. When we got home to Portsmouth, it was a lovely sunny day, I can always remember it, and you know, I couldn't believe that I was seeing things like my house and the road and the buses, the red buses still going. It was a kind of a marvellous sensation. All I was really anxious to do was to get home and see my wife. My little girl didn't know me really. Who was this strange man that's come in the house. Portsmouth was the hub, I think. I think it was the hub of the will, because at Southwark we had the Montgomery and Eisenhower, the D-Day map and everything that was kind of going from there. The underground headquarters on Portsdown Hill. And so Portsmouth itself, the biggest naval base in the world at the time, and it was the hub of everything.